I'm going through it, I'm not going alone. This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians. The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore. Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass. How about it, Catan?
Ah, we're doing the names, are we?
It's a title of honor, Catan.
I need a drink.
Do you want your Amatus to cheer you up? I could do some of those flexes you like.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them. Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? We're visitors. We didn't mean to disturb you. I think that spirit considered us intruders.
We are intruders. We aren't ancient elves.
It must have been set to guard something. That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Yes, I can feel their pain. They came here hurt, hungry. This was help, a new home.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dreadwolf Fen'Harel.
Fen'Harel? The Dalish elves' god of misfortune.
That alluvian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Good for moving around a city, visiting friends, deploying guards.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
Worship makes you more. He just wanted to help.
Fen'Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that. Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
you bring your handkerchief?
I'm not allergic.
You always say that, and a half hour later you're taking mine.
Amatus, can you not fuss like an old...
Aha!
Let's move on, shall we?
This place is creepy. Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry. This claims the elven gods were just Evanurists. Ah!
You're hurt.
I'm not sure. It stopped at least. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge. Why did those Kunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanurists posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanurists. If all it means is Mage Leader, well, they were basically Magisters.
This letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shiral.
So they're aiming for the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
One dead Canary was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Alluvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Canary do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Could we use the Kunari threat to remind everyone how valuable the Inquisition still is?
Not until we know more. It will be fine. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard. Maker, you're a lovely sight.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
I sense a threat to my commander's chess superiority. I'm sure the defeat will be distressing.
He's 4. You could at least pretend I'd throw the game.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
But you're still glad I'm here to rescue you.
Very much so.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Good to see you, my friend.
Things are going well with the bull, I take it?
He's happy I've returned, if that's what you mean. Nearly crushed 3 of my ribs with that ridiculous hug.
You say that as if you didn't like it.
Such a great beast, he's a terrible sap. I want to talk about my feelings, Dorian. Ugh.
You do like it.
Quiet, you. Get over here. And then where will I be?
Another time.
I look forward to it.
All right. Let's see where they were going.
Why would a mystical elven mirror lead here?
We need to find out what these Kunari were up to. So let's go see, shall we?
Setting off explosions in an underground pool. Let no one ever say the Kunari don't live dangerously.
Boss, your hand's doing that thing again.
Well, maybe the anchor can make itself useful down here.
Great. We're in the deep roads. I feel myself getting dwarfier by the minute. Did I just sprout a beard? I hate caves.
And slopes, uneven ground, the dark, pretty much all kinds of weather.
Orlesian cafes, taverns that are too tidy, slopes of greater than 10 degrees.
Look, I have to complain, or you'll forget I'm here and trip over me. I'm providing a service.
Look, someone up ahead.
Stay back! Oh, wait. Your hand. Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all, let alone one surrounded by Kunari.
We don't have much time. Please, what the Vidasala is doing, you have to stop her.
The Vidasala? That's a high-ranking Bin Hasrath. Specializes in magic. Finding, studying, stopping.
Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fenharel or not. Someone has to stop her.
Why did the Kunari think that the Inquisition serves Fenharel?
I don't know. The Vidasala said it, and the Canary here accepted as fact. We've had agents of Fenharel causing trouble all over the crossroads. Sabotage, making spirits attack us. I assume the Inquisition was their army. That you came here because Fenharel told you to.
Who are you exactly?
My name is Jeren. Sir Jeren, once. I was a Templar in Kirkwall, until I joined the Qun.
You're Kunari?
Kirkwall was madness, chaos. The Qunari were like the eye of a storm. I stand for order and discipline, protecting the innocent from magic. But this plan, it's as mad as Meredith ever was.
What do you mean? This Vidasala's not doing her job anymore?
Almost a complete reversal, actually. This place is a lyrium mining and processing center. The Qunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas?
Dangerous thing. It's what the Qun calls mages.
Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power Sarabas can unleash. And now Vidasala is giving them lyrium. A lot of lyrium. It's part of something she calls Dragon's Breath.
That's a load of crap. There's no way the Vidisala would let any Cerebas within 1,000 feet of Lyrium.
There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Canary don't like it when you ask too many questions.
What are you doing down here?
The Canary wanted me to teach them everything I knew about Lyrium. Where it comes from, everything it can do, how we put it to use. I knew enough from my time in the Order. They figured out more. I'm not sure how. Maybe they got to the Carter.
Where are we? Why are there elven mirrors in the deep roads?
This place is close to something like a Lyrium spring. The more we mine, the more there seems to be. As for the mirrors, I don't know. Maybe the elves were mining here too.
The Kunari can't be mining their own lyrium. It kills anyone who tries, other than dwarves.
It killed the Canary at first. But Canary workers have a discipline only Tranquil can match. And they're quick learners. They figured it out.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath.
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in its path, right? She said it would save the South. That can mean only one thing. An invasion. This mine is the only source of lyrium the Canary have. They're using Gatlock, the explosive powder in the round casks, to mine, so they don't have to touch raw lyrium. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in flames.
Even if I succeed, will that really stop the Vidisala?
It would be a start. Deep Stalkers and Cave-ins will cut off reinforcements, but they'll still come when they hear trouble. You've got to find the Vidisala to end this war before it begins.
You gave secrets to the Qun that would condemn everyone. I can't leave that unpunished. Let's go. We have a lyrium mine to ruin.
Keep feeling like I'm gonna bang my horns on this crap.
Are you at all concerned about fighting your people, Bull?
I'm not Kunari anymore. Whatever they're doing, I'm ready to stop. So don't worry. Unless we run into Venatori.
All this lyrium. If the Canary wanted, they could make a fortune.
Sure, if they wanted to fight Orzammar tooth and nail for it.
How would they wage war? Canary sappers crawling through tunnels, dwarves sinking dreadnoughts at night?
We'd probably just bribe the Imperium to launch a war for us.
Of course. Silly of me to ask, really. What a well-oiled operation the Canary have. I think we should explode it, don't you?
We've got the primers. Let's go explode some Gatlock. That's it. Let's get out of here and warn the others about this Dragon's Breath plan.
Maybe Red's got news from her soldiers back out. We can ask her. You know, assuming we make it out of here without drowning.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone?
Don't look at me.
They're going to kill me.
Dragon's Breath. The Kunari always enjoy their metaphors. But what does it mean?
Who knows? Canary agents moving through Illuvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fen'Arel.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fen'Arel is still here in some form, too.
What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fen'Arel?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Qunari leader, the Vidusala.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari corpse.
Ole would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, gentlemen. I'll see to this personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Ole stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me! How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
That barrel there, where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Please take the servant into custody.
Right away, Your Worship.
Inquisitor?
Ambassador Montillier will explain later. For now, please hold the servant for questioning.
As you say, Inquisitor. Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the Dragon's Breath.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now. Enemies could be watching, or we can let them seize idle conversation between two friends.
You think the Dragon's Breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Of course. A surprise attack, even through the Illuvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidusala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
I've been hoping to meet the esteemed Vidusala. How nice of her to invite us over.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
An alluvian marked by a bookshelf. This should be it.
Good. Time to get some answers from the Vidusala.
Library.
It definitely saw a massive magical backlash some time ago.
Let's hope we can track down the Vidusala in all this.
Visitors, patrons, welcome. The halls are open.
What are you?
I am study. I am a learning thirst. Come, know what has not been lost. New words, new stories. The Kunari would not approach, but we learned their words as well. If you wish to exchange knowledge, they congregate by the lower gate.
What did the Old Elves use this place for?
This is the Virtirthara, the living knowledge of the Empire. The libraries of every city, the wisdom of every court. A connecting place whose paths are in disarray.
What put this place into disarray?
The Virtirthara was made with world and fade. When they sundered, so did we. Paths broke, knowledge fragmented, many were trapped. I preserve their last words.
What were these Old Elves' last words?
What happened? Where are the paths? Where are the paths? God save me. The floor is gone. Do not let me fall. Do not let me... On this spot, that is all.
Thanks. Really paints a picture.
I'm looking for a Kunari named Vidasala. Do you know what she wants here?
Vidasala, yes. She uses scholars and mages for study. They fear this place, but they seek to know the Veil.
What does Vidasala want to know about the Veil?
I regret I do not have more information. I am sundered from myself. If you discover another one of me nearer the Kunari, I may know more. Kindly give it my greetings. I have not thought with myself for some time.
There must be thousands of years of history here. There must be so much you can teach us.
I will try to recall, honored patron, but there are gaps, breaks. Greetings, laughter, Emma and Nasal, forms out of air, light, memories. And yet there are so many broken paths at every... missing.
Stop, please, stop. You don't need to hurt yourself.
Yes, wisdom from compassion. Yes, I will stop. Apologies. I knew all once. We knew. With the break, only fragments or knowledge new since the fall.
We'll be going now.
Know this. An unknown person, not of the Kunari, recently woke the librarians.
An unknown person. Could this be our agent of Fenharel?
The librarians facilitated learning before the fracture, before the fall. Now, beware them. They are unwell.
There, Kunari. On that... upside-down island.
They have a camp.
That repaired some steps. Let's look around for more. The inverted alluvion must lead to the Kunari.
Did you notice? Your anchor is flaring up near magic. Elven magic.
It doesn't hurt when I cast spells. What's causing this?
I'm not sure. Tell us if it gets worse.
These Kunari are dead, but there's not a mark on them.
Backs hunched, eyes wide open. They were scared shitless when they died.
Welcome, welcome. Listen to the last words of those who lived past the fall. How could the dread wolf cast a veil between the world that wakes and the world that dreams? The Evenuris will send people. They will save us. When have you last heard from the gods? When the veil came down, they went silent. What is this veil? What has Fenharel done?
Are these records saying Fenharel created the veil between our world and the Fade?
They're saying some guy just made the veil? We must have been ass deep in demons before then.
If it's true, that means the Fade and the waking world were once one and the same.
Haunting crap, magic mirror crap, evil demon crap. When this is over, I'm gonna need somebody to hit me with a stick again.
I'm not sure whether I want that to be a metaphor or not.
Next time we get the gang back together, let's do a dragon instead. Dragons are fun. That's really not getting better, boss.
The pain stopped.
The magic here wakes it. Familiar, strong, ripping apart again, all again.
More dead Kunari with terrified expressions.
Welcome, and listen to the last words of those who walked this place. If we get out of here, I will end Fen'Harel. After he held back the sky to imprison the gods, the dread wolf disappeared. Lies. We must tear down the veil, the cities, the pathways. Without magic, they're crumbling. You're wasting your time. Fen'Harel's veil has turned our empire to ruins.
So, the ancient Elven Empire collapsed because the veil weakened magic.
If the old elves relied on magic even more than the Vince, no wonder things went to crap when it dried up.
Do you realize what this means? What this place is? The actual history of the elves could change everything. Look at this place. Now that we have so many samples, how hard would it be to build Illuviens of our own?
Mirrors to places that mirror what you've seen in those places.
Is that approval? Hard to tell with you.
Sorry, I don't know either.
After these past few years, it would just be good to create something magical that is also helpful for a change.
That should be enough stairs. Let's see if we can reach the inverted Illuvien now. They're the librarians.
Hello.
Survivor of the Breach. Herald of Change. Hero of the South.
The Vidasala, I presume.
After fulfilling your purpose at the Breach, it is astonishing to hear you still walked free among your people. Your duty is done, Inquisitor. It is time to end your magic.
I've defeated all your Ben Hasrath so far.
So you have. The repercussions have already begun. I am no stranger to catastrophe, but this chaos in the south defies comprehension. The Qun left your people to curb your own magic. You've amply proven we should have stepped in long ago.
Is that what Dragon's Breath is for? Murdering our heads of state just to control our magic?
Do you believe closing the breach solved everything? That its consequences stopped there? The day we saw the breach, the Qun decided its action. We would remove your leaders and spare those who toil. This agent of Fen'Harel has disrupted everything. Lives that were to be spared, lost for him.
Who is this agent? Why do you think they work for the Inquisition?
Kill the Inquisitor, then follow me to the Dargarad.
Visitors, patrons, Greetings, welcome. The halls are open.
Can you tell me where a Kunari called Vidasala went?
Yes, we heard much, although she fooled herself into thinking we could not hear. Take a keystone to the Davarad. I will join you there soon and take stock of our remaining Gatlock powder.
I found a keystone with one of the Kunari.
Yes, and you need words for their key. Maras Nira. It glows. It will open the way to the Davarad. May you find what you seek. In coming here, you strengthened the paths. I can now raise one, if you wish to go.
You've been very helpful.
Gil-Dethal was what the Elven called me. One who guides seekers of knowledge true. I was connection. One city could read the records of another. One Elven feel the memories of another. When the veil fell upon us, I marked the end of all they knew.
We've got to find the Davarad and corner Vidasala there.
Your agents confirm there are Gatlock battles in Denerim's palace?
Yes, and in Valroyo and across the Free Marches. The Winter Palace is not the only target.
The Kunari are one order from destroying every noble house in the known world.
There is a bright side. Warning the ambassadors will remind them of the Inquisition's value.
Not when the Inquisition is responsible for that threat.
I take it you have new information?
The elven servant handling the barrels confessed to working for the Kunari.
But the servant was Orlesian. That implicates Orlais, not us.
But the barrels arrived at the Winter Palace on the Inquisition supply manifest.
How are we supposed to fight a war when we can't even trust our own people?
Do you know who got the barrels onto the Inquisition manifest?
Yes, several of the Inquisition's elven workers have gone missing. I had their backgrounds checked. They joined the Inquisition after fleeing the chaos in Kirkwall.
I remember when Kirkwall was at its worst. Many of the city's elves converted to the Qun, trying to find a better life.
And the Kunari turned them into spies.
The Inquisition stopped Corypheus and saved the world. We can't let an outside threat change who we are.
I fought to protect the Inquisition in this exalted council. And for what? So we could deceive and threaten those we claimed to protect?
Once we locate the spies...
This isn't about the spies. You hid the Kunari body. You all but seized control of the Winter Palace.
We did what was right, not what was politically convenient.
Do you know what this has cost us with Orlais and Ferelden? They are planning to dismantle us as we speak. And perhaps they are right.
The Marquis... I thought it was fine. It's been under control for years. All the demons I fought, all the rifts I closed. I don't want to die. Not knowing that the world still needed me. So I'm going to the Davarad.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Would you like us to inform the Exalted Council of the danger?
Yes. If we fail, the Exalted Council needs to know what happened.
I will inform them personally.
Leliana, I can...
No, your job is hard enough already. This is my responsibility.
I'll have guards ready at the Alluvion, in case the Kunari attack the palace.
Make her watch over you.
Your hand hurts. It's pulling you apart.
No matter what happens, it has been my honor to fight beside each of you.
We helped, all of us. I won't forget.
Enjoy me while you can. I expect you'll all miss me terribly later.
It's been an honor to kick asses beside you all. Anan.
We should hurry.
I wish I could say I'm surprised that Vitasala wants to murder everyone, but it makes sense. We tell stories about how corrupt the South is. Who wouldn't want to kill the evil nobles and save the people?
Red Lyrian. Do the Kunari have any idea what they're dealing with?
The song is different, but the pieces fit together.
Is that an Astrarian? How did the Kunari move it here?
And one of those weird keys you can only find with a tranquil skull.
Yes, do the thing to the other thing. Oh, sorry, I'm not good with things that don't have feelings.
It's open. Let's go.
Look at all this. The Canary text is gibberish, but it looks a great deal like they're cataloging artifacts. How many ruins must they have found to produce so much? What are they doing with it?
Morrigan said the key to an Illuvian could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the Illuvians we've seen.
Hopefully they don't have any more ancient magic crap to throw at us. That dragon skull would make a wicked armchair, though. Maybe we could take it back to Skyhold after this.
Ah!
Frap. Come on, we have to get you out of here.
Dragon's breath is an actual dragon?
Tefa! Bars!
Inquisition! Nira Tasiasara! Niraba Sadim Kata! Hisrat, now! Please! Vinekatas!
Not a chance, ma'am. Never better, Kadan.
I'm glad to hear it. Amatus.
Hashara! Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the sky apart. If the agents of Fen'Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
Whatever you think I've done, mass assassination isn't a good moral high ground.
The South was poisoned by these elves' manipulations. It suffers just as you do now. You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Soulless, agent of Fen'Harel.
Whatever Solus is involved in, I am nobody's puppet.
Even now, you refuse to see the strings. Solus tricked us all. He pushed a dying Canary into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades. Hannah Hayden, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solus will not outlive you.
Solus is the only one who can help with my mark. We find him before Vidasala does.
Come on, the Vidasala can't be too far ahead.
Up there!
It's going to... Everyone back!
That can't be healthy. Perhaps Solus can help.
Solus doesn't want to hurt people. He isn't that kind of wolf. The Canari don't see. There! He can't be far from her, or it hurts him.
Over there. That's got to be where Solus is.
He's coming to stop us!
Is that all you've got? I went through Sahara, you little shits!
It seems the Cerebas is no longer following orders.
You will not leave here, Inquisitor. Antam, Ibrasha...